Temu! Hello everyone. Now lots of folk have been talking about Temu. It's a Chinese website which sells stuff worldwide and it's really cheap. And I noticed it has a lot of kind of scenic stuff which would be ideal for model railways, and I thought I'd give it a try and see what some of the stuff is like. So I've bought this stuff here. Now these are really quite cheap to buy, and you also get free shipping if it's over £15. So I did bulk up and get some other things as well. These small wire brushes, some electrical cables, and these little jewels, which are just ideal for fixing up old Pico or VEB locomotives from East Germany. They're just perfect for the little lights in them, and I used a couple of these on Fat Anna recently. It's quite amazing what you can get from Temu for £15. How can they do this? I have no idea. But in this video we're going to check out the scenic stuff. So we'll start with the smallest one first. It's this. Now this was £2.95 for some little foliage here, and there was 3 different options of colours that you could get. It comes in this hard plastic case, and obviously it's all written in Chinese here, and then we've got a really bad English translation here. I'm not actually quite sure what this is meaning, and it's also talking about in Germany or something like that, I don't know. And there's no indication on the front about any brand or anything on these, but they look quite interesting, and it's a sturdy plastic case as well. So sturdy in fact I can't actually even see how you can get into this. Okay, I've got it. I had to use a screwdriver. Right, so inside we've got these little bushes, but just trying to get it out there and it's coming apart already. I guess they're quite delicate. These are great little things to add on to scenic sections of your layout. It is coming away quite a bit though, but that does look like a really cool looking bush.
That's what she said!
But I think that looks really convincing as a small shrub, and we've got quite a lot of them here as well. I think the quality is quite good, but they are coming away a lot here, so they're ideally suited for maybe somewhere where there isn't going to be fingers pressing against them that often. And then you might have the problem like this where it's started to come away a little bit and it's got all these little pieces around the place. Gonna have to hoover up after doing this. But I think for £2.95 for this set of little shrubs, that's really good actually. So let me clear this up and we'll have a look at the trees. Okay, these trees should be a set of 3 and they've come in this plastic packaging. So these were £3.36, and initial impressions are that they do look a bit plasticky here, but they might actually be okay. They weren't designed for model railways. I think they were designed for just decorations on tables or something like that, but I thought they would be worth having a look at anyway. So let's get these out the packaging. Well, that's a surprise. I thought I'd bought 3, but I've actually got 4. So they have these metal spikes that you can stick them into something like polystyrene. Seem to have got some hairs from somebody in China here as well, which is not very nice. And they do come apart quite easily too. So I'm not quite convinced about these trees. They seem really flat, and I think they would be ideally suited to just be put against a backboard back of your layout. From this kind of distance though, they do actually look quite convincing. All of these trees are exactly the same though, so it would be quite difficult to break it up unless you got some other types of trees and put them in amongst these ones. There's certainly a lot of choice on Temu of different types of trees, but bearing in mind this was £3.36 delivered for 4, and I've seen a tree just recently in Model Rail magazine. I did a review of that magazine just not long ago, and there was a notch tree in there which was something like £21, and that didn't even include delivery, just for 1 tree. Yes, that will be amazingly much better than this one, but if you've got a need for a lot of trees on your layout, then possibly something like this would be a very cost-effective way of doing it. I suppose one of the other things you could consider is actually using the parts from these trees as larger shrubs, because they do match in with the other shrubs, not too bad at all. It is all a bit bright though, so you could possibly dull this down with some spray paint, unless you want this kind of look on your layout. So what have we learned from this little purchase from Temu? I think these are really acceptable products. I think the small shrubs are actually really very good. The trees, not so much, but they're still not bad for the money at all. So in total this was less than £7.50. I think that's a real bargain. And to give you some idea of scale, here is a Hornby Class 25 beside them, so you can just see what the size of these things are. So the trees are actually quite big. So if you have a need to get a lot of scenic materials and you don't have a big budget, then I think Temu is a great option for you. It's not the best quality looking stuff in the world, but it is the best value for money, that's for sure. So let me know what you thought about this review in the comments below. I'd love to know what you think about these products, and if you've ordered from Temu as well, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know what you got. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps this channel grow. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See ya.